Hi, I'm Sue Daley and welcome back to Pfaffing Around. Today we're going to make a pillowcase. So whether you use this for in a child's nursery or whether you just simply want to use it for anybody's pillow is up to you. Probably a baby wouldn't use this in their early years, but a lot of mums will use a pillow for when they're nursing their babies, so it comes in quite handy. So I'm going to run through what you'll need. So first of all, you're going to need a 19 inches wide by 36 inches long piece of fabric. So that's the back part of the pillow. Then you're going to need a 19 inches wide by 23 inches, and this will be the front of the pillow. And then we need a 19 inches wide by 2 inch strip. This will just be a little decorator piece at the front of the pillow. And then for the very end piece of the pillow, it's a 19 by 13. So 19 wide, and this is 13 inches, which is going to go down the length of the pillow. Okay, so we have all those pieces. Now, what we're going to do is, I'll just move this over here for you. We're going to take the front pieces first. So we're going to take the two smallest pieces. So this is the very where the pillow opening part. So we take this piece of fabric and we fold it in half and we press it so it's nice and neat. You're going to take your 2 inch strip of fabric. We're going to fold it in half down the length so it's nice and neat. And then we're going to simply just pin that raw edges together. So all of our raw edges together, simply just put some pins in there. Okay, and then I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew down that seam right there. So now I have that piece stitched to the front flap of the pillow. This is really just a basting stitch to keep it in place. So I'm going to take the front part of my pillow and I'm going to lay it on the top here. So we have the right side facing up the flap with your little decorator piece on here. I'm going to put right sides together and just pin this in place. Now if you're an experienced sewist, you could probably do this all in one go, but sometimes we have some new sewers on board and they like to see every single step and they want to get it right the first time. So sometimes you can eliminate some of these steps, but in this case I'm going to do them all. So now we're just going to sew again along that seam there, and then we'll open it out and you'll see the whole thing come together fairly quickly. Okay, so here we have, when you've sewn that seam along here, we can turn that out, and here we have the front of the pillowcase. So this looks better than a bought one, really, doesn't it? So we've got a little trim on there, so it looks really neat. And now we're just going to add the back to it. So I've taken a different coordinating print for the back. And what we want to do is, this is the largest piece that we cut. So all I want you to do is fold over 1/4 inch seam and then fold it again to about a 1/2 inch seam and stitch along that edge there. Okay, so there we have our little seam sewn there. Now we're going to take the top of our pillowcase, give it a good press so that it's nice and straight. And then we're going to take the big piece that we've just sewn and we're going to line the bottom edges up. So we've got our raw edges at the bottom, so right sides together pop a couple of pins in there. Now, as I've said before, if you have an overlocker, you can overlock this whole thing together. But if you don't, we can just do it on the machine. So we're just going to fold that top back so it's level with that edge of the pillowcase there, the front of it. So, and if you want to make it really, really neat, take it to the iron and give that a press so you get it exactly the same. But it's not really necessary. Just put another couple of pins in here, top. Keep it in place. And then on the side here, just trim a couple of those threads off. Okay, so now I'm going to sew from here all the way around 3 sides. So down the length, across the bottom and up the top. And make sure you do a back and forward stitch at the top where you start, and then come around and do it again here, because that's where the most amount of stress will be when you're putting the pillow in and out of the pillowcase. So I'll just go and do that for you. Once you've got it all sewn together, you can turn him out. So you have the right sides facing out. Just get your hand down into the corners and push the little corner pieces out, both sides. And then we have it. Give it a good press. Now, these are fabulous, easy to make, and you can decorate your bedrooms just the way you want them. You don't have to go with the run-of-the-mill items that you find in the shop. You can have whatever you like. So thanks for joining me today, and next time I'll be back to show you how to make a simple throw cushion.